If you really do look around and this is important to your organization and important to the women, then you will actually know that. Mentoring is really important, but mentoring for mentoring's sake makes no sense. Where's the growth? Where's the growth for them? Now, obviously that we can grow as people, but if you have a mentoring program and it's not tied strategically, you could be mentoring people to leave your company.
I would say a lot of companies are on the verge of trying to understand that and actually are just beginning to tap into, they've sort of moved from diversity and metrics into the how do we create inclusion? How do we have people feel heard? How do we have them feel like they belong?
When we sit down with companies, when they look around their organization, the first thing is, what does their leadership pipeline look like? If their leadership pipeline looks a lot like them, then they probably need something, because they might be doing the diversity part right, but they're not doing the inclusion part right. You know, having everyone sitting at the table is really important.
How do we have the right senior leadership really committed? Where's the CEO and committing around this, and what does it sound like? And then when they do that, they're engaging, you know, the right people and listening. There's a heck of a lot of listening to what the needs are of those folks who are feeling underrepresented or not heard, and how do we go about addressing that? It's the same kind of thing that we talk about with women around how do we, you know, put those folks into the pipeline? How do we make sure they're being developed? How do we make sure that they're being tapped into in terms of what they're doing?
We need sponsors, we need advocates. The real place for an organization to look is, what does their leadership pipeline look like? And are women advancing through it at the same rate men are? And if they're not, why? What's holding them back?
They have a huge blind spot. And so for those programs to work and for those kinds of inclusive leadership arenas to develop, there has to be an effort to not only making people feel like they belong, but also helping people who have blind spots see what those blind spots are and get beyond them.